this all comes down to the basic math equation, right? It's like running out of clock when there's still going to be time in basketball. They score with 13 seconds to go. I tweeted out still too much time for Mahomes. And I meant it tongue in cheek, but the truth is that there was still too much time for Mahomes if you play what Buffalo did. They saved him at least for probably 6 or 7 seconds by not kicking the ball inbounds. And then having a free release for Tyreek Hill and for Travis Kelce, you deserve to lose. You deserve to lose. Sean McDermott was a defensive coordinator and a defensive wizard before he was a head coach. And Leslie Frazier has been a very well-regarded defensive coach and defensive coordinator and has been a head coach, albeit on an interim basis, with the Minnesota Vikings. These guys, and they called a timeout! So if you want to sit here and tell me that, okay, what happened on the first play was a miscommunication, it wasn't. They were all 15, 20 yards off the line, and all the Chiefs are like, okay, let's just dump it to Tyreek. Got 3 wide receivers blocking from out front. You get 19 yards. You call a timeout, and what? You gave him a free release again? 25 yards? To Travis? Who did you think they were going to throw to? Look, there are rules in sports which are the same rules for anybody. Okay? You can't lose a game like that. Can't have the lead with 13 seconds to go, kicking off, and lose that game. It can't happen. It has never happened before in the playoffs in 100 years of football for a reason, because you can't. And it's a gag job, a choke job, a collapse of epic proportions. Like, look, when the Bills lost, 4 straight Super Bowls, the first one was probably their best shot. But Scott Norwood missed wide to the right. All right, it happens. Right? You have the lead with 13 seconds to go. You have to know they have all 3 timeouts. You have to do the math in your head. The clock is going to stop no matter what on change of possession off the kickoff. So you have to look back there, and if it's Tyreek Hill, you obviously squib it. And if it's not Tyreek Hill, you kick it back. You kick the ball to Byron Pringle, and you tackle Byron Pringle. That's what you do. Rally to the ball. Then the clock will stop, and hopefully you only have to stop Pat Mahomes for 1 play. And you only play way off. If they didn't have any timeouts, then you let them throw it over the middle, and the clock runs tick, 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 tick. And that's what happened to the Dallas Cowboys. You get situational football. It's like the sports 101. So the first thing is you can't lose a game like that. You just can't. It is nearly impossible, and they did. I don't care about the overtime rule. I've told people since they changed the overtime rule that it was worse than the previous overtime rules, and only now with everybody on my side. Like, you know what? It's such a bad rule. Yeah! Get to that upcoming. But let's not lose sight of the fact that they didn't kick it in bounds. Then they played off coverage 2 consecutive plays, even though the Chiefs had 2 timeouts. And it wasn't like he made a 65-yard field goal that scraped the upright. It was a 49-yarder. It was very much makeable. And so, yeah, you let Josh down. The kid played great. He didn't leave him much time. And you found a way to give up the lead anyway? What a complete and abject disaster. And if you're listening, you're like, well, you're taking away from Pat Mahomes. No, I'm not. Pat Mahomes is amazing. Those were not 2 amazing throws he had to make. Right? Dumped it to Tyreek Hill, threw to a wide-open Travis Kelce. So the other part to sports coaching 101 is make somebody else other than the best player beat you. And that's the thing about quarterback is you can't take that guy away unless you really pressure him. But those are the 2 guys that you have to jam off the line of scrimmage. You have to make them, make the timing such. This is not that hard. Why are you rushing 4? Why are you not up at the line of scrimmage? By the way, on the very first play, the 25-yard line, you can grapple, you can hold, you can pull guys down, you can grab every wide receiver. By the rule, you grab every wide receiver. You know, you get automatic first down. The clock does not reset. You could have just tackled Tyreek Hill and tackled Travis Kelce and held on to them for dear life, and it's defensive holding. 10 yards, automatic first down. Now they got one play, period. Nothing else left. And I'm not sitting here telling you I know more football than Sean McDermott, or I know more football than Leslie Frazier, or than any of those guys on the defensive side of the ball, which actually makes it more embarrassing. You can't lose a game like that. And if you lose a game like that, somebody other than Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce have to beat you. And guess what? Those are the two guys that beat you. Doesn't take away from Josh Allen. Doesn't take it away from the team the Bills have built. Doesn't take it away from Pat Mahomes or the brilliance of Tyreek Hill. And I would actually make the case that I don't think any of this happens. Pat Mahomes is awesome. None of it happens if Tyreek Hill isn't on that football team. Nothing. None of this success happens without Tyreek Hill. It doesn't make him as valuable on the open market as a Pat Mahomes, but to what they've done, it does. He's invaluable. Remember, he saved them in the Super Bowl, and he saved them with the touchdown previous to this, and then of course the fear factor in a Tyreek Hill is why they're playing 15, 20 yards off the line of scrimmage. You can't let the two best players beat you. And they did. They violated every basic rule of coaching. Take away the two best players. Understand time and score. Understand that the time is remaining. 13, okay, it's a timeout, automatic stoppage on the kickoff. Wait, let's check out the personnel. They're obviously saving Tyreek Hill so that he can run so he's not tired after the kickoff. That was, by the way, a curious decision by the Chiefs. Why didn't they have Tyreek Hill back there? What a disaster for the Bills. What a disaster.